What's up, guys? It is Kyle Radue here today, and this is the Truth Channel. As you guys know, really, I appreciate you guys being on here today. As you can see, I've got a freaking cool stand here. It's like a small LED stand. It's freaking sick, right? Shout out to this special person who actually gave it to me. Really, I do appreciate it. It's helping me a lot right now. But yeah, let's not waste any time. Today, the topic is about why school is rigged, and honestly, I wish I knew this sooner, because if I knew this sooner, then school, you know, about a year or two wouldn't have been as stressful if I just knew this. Now, I do have notes on the side here, so I don't say ums and ahs all the time. So yeah, please don't mind me if I keep looking this direction. I am still focusing on you guys, but I tend to say I'm an ah a lot, but I feel like if I had notes, then I wouldn't do that. But anyway, let's get right into it. Now, school is rigged, and there's a couple of reasons as to why I would say it is rigged. Straight from the bat, it was designed to educate people about working in the mines and working in factories. So it was made out for people to learn how to work or how to get a job. Now tell me why it isn't any different in today's time. But you don't want to see that you are literally going to school to get a job. So if you don't really want to believe me, I know of a Robert Kiyosaki who has made a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Really highly recommend you guys read it at your ages. Really, it's really a good book to invest in. If you read that, you will open your mind to everything. But hands down, best book I've ever read. So yeah, do yourself a favor, get that book, read that book, and it will change your whole perspective on life and your job. But anyway, so I remember watching a YouTube video on Robert Kiyosaki. So he was in this podcast and he was talking about, his rich dad and his poor dad. His poor dad was the highly educated poor dad, and then his rich dad was the rich guy. It was actually his friend's dad. So it was his friend's dad, which he called him his rich dad. Robert woke up one day in school and he asked one of the teachers as to why school doesn't teach you about money. So the school teacher said to Robert, why don't you go and ask your dad? And this is the dad that had the PhD and all the degrees and diplomas and doctorates and all of that stuff. And Robert's dad, right, when Robert asked him, Robert's PhD dad said that school doesn't teach you how to make money, school just teaches you how to get a job. So Robert asked his dad, and he asked, but now don't they teach us to get a job to earn money? And Robert's dad was like, no, they just teach you how to get a job. And it's just, to me, it's just mind blowing, because it's literally true. They don't teach you how to learn, to get money. They don't teach you any of that stuff. They don't teach you the financial basics that you need for, out of school, like taxes, for example, right? I'm going to make a whole video on taxes, so you guys don't, get lost. You guys can understand what it is, because if I knew about taxes, my goodness, life is going to be so much easier. But yeah, I've been studying taxes, so I know a little bit about that. So yeah, but don't you see that from day one, right, you were taught how to go to school, then go to university, then to get a job, buy a house, get married, and then die, knowing that you lived a life that was fulfilled. Don't you see how stupid, right, just having that thought is? Don't you realize how everyone that is following that advice is either poor or in the middle class? Right? It is school's fault how much they stress that people should get a job, but they what they don't understand is, they're actually just teaching you how to fall into debt quicker, if you know what I mean. So let's use this example that Tristan had on one of his videos. Tristan said, let's say you want to take flying lessons, and you want to take a flying course, and then after that flying course you want to start flying, and then you want to create a business out of it. So you're going to go to a bank, and you're going to ask the bank, listen, I need $50,000 just to do this course, start learning how to fly planes, start knowing about planes, and then make a business from that. You know what the bank will say? The bank will tell you to they will tell you to get out of that bank as fast as possible. But then, right, go to the bank and you tell them, you say, listen, I want to go to university. I have no idea of where I want to go, what I want to study, or who I want to be. So if I could just borrow $100,000, can you please assist me with that? Do you know what they will say this time? They would say yes, because they know that you are going to fall in debt very quickly, and you're going to start paying your ass off for the next 20 years. School is rigged because we were told that we could be anything or anyone, but it only applies to school teachers if it falls under a job. Then the minute you tell them that you don't want to work forever, or you're dropping out because school isn't the thing for you, right? We're either mocked, told that you are going to live a life on the street, right? And that you will be broke forever and you won't get anywhere in life, right? This is what messes with people's minds. Do you understand that? Then students take that criticism and then they still do what they're told by studying hard, going to university, working hard, getting money, going house, marriage, that whole cycle, right? Because they are subconsciously, it's drawn into their minds that they are going to be a failure if they drop out of school, or if they are not good with their marks. And marks don't depict your future. They get it into your minds, and then you start working hard, you start studying hard because you want that bachelor's degree, or you want that diploma, or anything. But guess what, folks, right? That degree or that bachelor's is not even get you anywhere near a job, right? You can actually kiss that goodbye, right? No matter how much you get, right? You can kiss that goodbye. Because you know what? When you start getting a job, the first thing that they ask you is, do you have any experience in this working area? And your answer, coming from university, is going to be no. And you know what their answer is for your interview? No. So, anyway, are you awake yet? So, we get put in a place for 12 years where they teach us to sit alone and be quiet, where they tell us where we can have a break or when we can go to the bathroom, where they judge us based off of our marks, where talking to your friends becomes a problem, where chewing gum is prohibited, where homework was punishment back then, but is now the norm, where you are told what to do, where to go, what to wear, what color your hair must be, and how long your hair needs to be, or what color socks you must wear. Wake up, people. They don't teach you, right, how to learn. That is why they don't show us, right, how to do problem solving, even with a group. But they keep you alone by yourself to do it. They don't teach you how to learn, but to memorize. They don't teach you how to think, and make your own decisions, and they don't teach you how to make money. Now I'm saying wake up from this, because they are literally teaching you how to be a slave, right? And that's why I say that they don't teach us problem solving, they don't teach us memorizing. um, they don't teach us learning, they teach us how to memorize. They don't teach you how to think, because they knew if you started thinking, you would be dangerous in that area, because you would know what is right and what is wrong. Can you not see, can you literally not see how they are training us to be slaves, right? But then you have the audacity and you have the nerve to tell me why school is good for you. If you could give me one reason, okay, I have a reason, but if you could give me one reason, right, besides marks, why school is good for you, right? If you could give me one specific reason why school is good for you, right, then literally good for you, because I know for a fact that school is rigged. School is not how it's actually supposed to be. The system is, not, it's not teaching you what you can, because I remember, um, you know, school said that the government can only tell teachers what they can and what they can't teach, right? And then teachers then start teaching us that. Think about it. I mean, you've got the government and you've got teachers, and then you've got kids, okay? And then the government will be like, listen, these kids mustn't learn how to be rich, because if they learn how to be rich, right, they're gonna be where I am. And once they get to where I am, they can't pay my bills, because they'll know that whatever I did to them there at the bottom is now gonna affect me. So why don't we just slowly but surely start, making them dumber by telling them what to do, telling them where to go, making their own decisions, telling them to get a job, and not be who they want to be. Now, reason why, don't get me wrong, school is not a bad place at all. School is not a bad place. Reason being as to why school actually gives you the general knowledge, right, on manners and what to do or what you say in certain situations. So general life problems, and also teaches you communication skills due to you being around your friends all the time, right? That is one good reason as to why I think school is good for you. But anything else after that is just bull. It really is. School prepares you for university, right? And then university then prepares you for the real working life. Now, my advice to you, okay, is if you know where you're really gonna go, if you literally know where you're gonna go, and you have your eyes set on where you want to go, right, in a working area, then I would say university is the thing for you. But if you go to university, don't take a student loan. Otherwise, you'll be paying your ass off for 20 years, and when you start doing that, then you'll regret your life decisions and all of that stuff. So if you don't take a student loan from the beginning, you will thank me later. Now, I wish I knew all of this sooner, what I'm telling you guys. This video is a lot shorter. As I said, actually I don't think I mentioned to you guys, but this is a part 1. I am making a part 2 as to why school is rigged, because I don't want a whole half an hour and just squish it all into one as much as possible. But I'm just trying to put it into parts, because also the whole social media has actually shortened people's attention span. So I'm trying to keep this short so that you guys can stay interested and actually listen to what I'm trying to tell you. When I'm trying to tell you to wake up and tell you that school is not really what it is, right? And school is just set out for you to be in debt, and bad debt, not even good debt, bad debt. My advice is, if you are going through school, be sure as to where you want to go and where you want to be, because you'll start making the decisions, the right decisions on what you want to do and what you want to be. And from there, you will then know if going to university is a good thing for you, or not going to university is good for you. Lucky for me, I did get an internship at the job that I am currently at, so they are training me. I don't pay for the training, which is flipping good. I guess I was just lucky to get that, but God was on my side at that point. Yeah, it's like a testimony that I have, but it still, I think it would shock a Christian, but I don't have time to tell you guys because this is going into nearly 20 minutes now, so I'm trying to keep it short. But otherwise, really, my advice to you is, if you are going through school right now, right, whatever a teacher is telling you what to do or where to go, right, unless, okay, I don't, okay, wait, before I get into that, I just want to make a quick thing. School has taught us to respect our elders, right, so has parents. But for parents, it's a different situation, because when you respect your elders, when you respect your elders, you pretty much respecting them because of how they treat you. Pretty much, if somebody treats you with respect, you give respect back, right? If I give respect, I'm expected to get respect back. And if I don't get respect back, I don't respect that person. That is what my parents have actually taught me. But what school teaches you is, regardless of somebody's age, you that is older than you must respect them. And I think that is a load of bull, because you'll get some 80-year-old in your school that, or not even 80-year-old, some 22-year-old in school that thinks that they know better than you, and that they know more than you because they went to university and now they're working at a school. Also, just on that quickly, right? Another thing as to why I thought it was rigged is because you had, let's say, consumer studies, where people would tell you how to, sorry, my bad. People would tell you how to run a restaurant, what to cook, when to cook it, all of that stuff. And then business studies, you'll get somebody that teaches you business, right? But this is why it's rigged, because that business teacher doesn't have his own or her own business. Let that sink in. That person who is teaching you business studies does not have their own business, right? So why do you want to listen to that person? But yeah, so let me not talk for long. I forgot where I was, but it's going into 20 minutes now, so I guess, I'm going to make another part 2. So stay tuned, right? Press that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, maybe tickle it if you have to, or sneeze on it or something, so that you know that whenever I post a video, you can be the first person to get a notification that I posted one, and then watch my videos, because I feel like the sooner you know what I am talking about, especially for kids and for kids in schools, especially high school, right? My message to them is just, don't really care about what your marks are in school. Obviously, just care about passing school so you can get out of school, right? But if you're getting a 25% in your maths, right, and you crying because you failed, don't cry, because it really doesn't. I've been out of school for like nearly half the year now. No, not half the year, I lied, because it's March. Anyway, you get the point. The point is, I've been in working area now, and I haven't even used Pythagoras yet. let that sink in. I mean, so yeah, anyway. Like I said, I'm going to make a part 2. This is a part 1. And yeah, I'm going to make it tomorrow, because Thursday I was supposed to make a video, but I never had time. Yesterday I was supposed to make a video, but I got too tired, and there was load shedding, which is something I also want to talk about. I actually want to talk a lot about things, but really what I want to recommend is that you guys right? Just comment down below as to any problems or any situations that you have, right? Or any situations in this world that you need me to talk about, because I would gladly talk about it, because I know I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want to be straight to the point, tell you what is real, what is not real, why it's stupid, or why it should be concerning, and all of that. So anyway, this was Kyle Radue on the True Channel. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Stay true, Kings.